Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Redskins. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go. Henry, 55. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Yeah.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. the ground, it's Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Love. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line. Mike 51. Coming this way. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 37. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Looking to throw. Love. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 3rd down, Love. That'll be complete to Cook. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean? Break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And cuts out right sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Austin Eckler, 63 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Come on, set. 18, get it. Get that quarterback, T-Rod.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to throw. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And complete, right side to Cook. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Come on.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready up. 9:55. Hey, eat. Rock the clock. Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 31-yard line.
Set. 90. Walk. Get your pace. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
The Vikings 46-yard line.
Here we go. Go to base. Bring it. Check. Cross.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Watch out. I'm going to run you over.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 4.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Leads to third down and 1.
On the ready. Mike 55, Mike 55. Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to the air on second down. Love. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away but could not. Corner blitz by Josh Norman works like a charm. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
65.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Back to throw. Love. Flushed out right. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Love. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to get in there and drop him behind the line. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. From the gun on 3rd down. Love. Forced out to his left. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Redskins scoop it.
And give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
That's good for Washington Redskins.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Check 52.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run here with Eckler. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Jason!
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here is Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right. Not
looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Love. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Olabisi Johnson, 29 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check safety, check safety. Slam.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Foreman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.